Welcome to episode 17 of the Italian Americans in Hollywood podcast series. I'm Daley Giacopella.
And I'm Sadie Bruni.
And today, we're going to be taking a look at the director, Brian De Palma.
That's right.
And we're going to be talking about how his Italian-American heritage and his early interest in science kind of contributed to his unique filmmaking style.
Yeah, his background is so interesting.
And most people probably wouldn't know this, but before directing, De Palma actually built computers.
Oh, really?
He even won a science fair award
I did not know that.
for a project titled An Analog Computer to Solve Differential Equations.
That's quite a title.
It is quite a title.
So we're talking about a very different side to this acclaimed director.
Absolutely. And as we go through this journey of De Palma's career and his life, you'll see how those seemingly disparate interests intertwine and manifest in his cinematic work.
Yeah, I think that'll be really interesting to unpack.
But first, let's go back to his roots.
Okay.
De Palma was born in Newark, New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
to an Italian-American family with ties to Naples and Abruzzo.
So very much rooted in that Italian heritage.
Yeah. And his upbringing was definitely a blend of cultural influences.
I was just going to say that.
Because while his family heritage is very Italian,
Right.
De Palma actually attended Protestant and Quaker schools.
Interesting. So exposed to different perspectives from a young age.
Yeah. And he later pursued physics
Really?
at Columbia University,
Okay.
almost taking a path that would have led him far from Hollywood.
Could you imagine him like in a lab coat?
I was going to say in a lab coat instead of a director's chair.
That's wild.
So what do you think prompted his shift from science to cinema?
Well, classic films, it seems they sparked a passion within him. He was captivated by masterpieces, Citizen Kane, Vertigo.
Right, some of the greats.
Exactly. And I think these cinematic experiences just ignited a desire in him
Yeah.
to explore the world of storytelling, but through film,
Okay.
leading him to pursue a theater degree at Sarah Lawrence College.
Okay, so that's quite a transition from like the precision of physics to the world of, like you said, storytelling.
It really is.
And that leap into filmmaking, it definitely paid off.
It did.
Because in 1968, he made his directorial debut with Greetings,
Okay.
which not only marked De Palma's entry into Hollywood, but it also featured a young Robert De Niro
Wow.
in his first credited role.
What a start.
I know, and Greetings. It wasn't just a stepping stone.
Okay.
It was actually a pretty bold statement.
Oh, how so?
Because this satirical comedy tackled controversial topics like the Vietnam War and draft dodging.
So he wasn't afraid to shy away from tough issues.
Not at all.
Right from the get-go.
And it really showcased De Palma's willingness to address complex social issues head-on.
Interesting.
If you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, and watch our shorts, videos, and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood.
So he wasn't afraid to make waves right from the start. Would you say this kind of foreshadowed his approach to filmmaking throughout his career?
I would say so.
Yeah, definitely seems like it.
But it was in 1976 that De Palma's career really took off with the release of Carrie.
Oh, yeah. Based on Stephen King's novel.
Exactly.
So already popular source material.
And this film's immense success really cemented his reputation as a master of suspense and psychological thrillers.
I mean, that's what he's known for.
Yeah, and Sissy Spacek's performance as Carrie,
Oh, so good.
truly unforgettable.
I know her portrayal of that tormented teenager with telekinetic powers. I mean, it became a phenomenon.
It did. It became a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
And I think Carrie really showcased De Palma's ability to craft these really compelling narratives that were just filled with tension and psychological depth.
You really felt for her.
Yeah. And it was a turning point that established his signature style,
Okay.
elements of which we'll see in many of his later works.
Oh.
So why don't we delve into some of those notable films?
Okay.
We've got Dressed to Kill,
Yes.
Starface, starring Al Pacino,
Of course.
The Untouchables, for which Sean Connery won an Oscar.
Oh, right.
And let's not forget Carlito's Way and Mission Impossible, the latter launching a massive franchise.
Yeah, he was involved in a lot of huge movies.
Each of these films really left like a mark on our culture,
They did.
going beyond just mere entertainment to
Well-
become like ingrained in the fabric of society.
They're just so iconic.
For instance, Scarface influenced everything from hip-hop and fashion
Yeah.
to video games. And The Untouchables is hailed as one of the greatest crime films ever made.
The classic.
It is.
Yeah.
But let's return to that intriguing connection
Okay.
between his scientific background and his filmmaking style.
Yeah. How does that all tie in?
So how do you think that his early interest in science translated to directing?
Well, I think it's really fascinating to consider how De Palma's analytical mind,
Mm.
which was obviously honed by his scientific pursuits, really shaped his approach to cinema.
Okay.
So think of it this way.
Right.
He deconstructs scenes,
Uh-huh.
but with almost a scientific precision.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it, his trademark techniques, the split screen,
Yes.
the slow motion, the unusual camera angles.
It's all very deliberate.
They do seem to echo the meticulous observation and analysis often employed in scientific exploration.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's as though he's dissecting human behavior and emotion, but through the scientific lens and using the camera as his instrument.
Interesting.
And, he often pays homage to Alfred Hitchcock,
Oh, right.
who's another master of suspense known for his meticulous approach to filmmaking.
And speaking of collaboration,
Yeah.
remember those early De Niro films?
Yeah.
It's evident that De Palma had this knack for working with actors,
Definitely.
guiding them to deliver these really powerful performances that would often catapult them to stardom.
It's true.
John Travolta in Blowout, Al Pacino again in Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
He truly helped to shape some incredible careers.
He really did launch a lot of people's careers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And De Palma's impact really extends beyond film
I was just going to say that.
because he's also directed opera,
Wow.
co-authored books on filmmaking, a true Renaissance man of cinema.
He's got his hands in everything.
He does.
That's so cool.
If you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, and watch our shorts videos and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood.
And you can't really talk about De Palma without mentioning his most recent film, Domino.
Oh, yeah, which was released in 2019.
Yeah, a little while ago now.
And while Domino may not have achieved the same widespread acclaim
Yeah.
as some of his earlier works,
It wasn't as well
it
received.
still bore those distinct hallmarks
Okay.
of De Palma's style,
I see.
demonstrating his enduring artistic vision.
So he still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
De Palma's journey from building computers to crafting some of cinema's most unforgettable moments has been anything but conventional.
It's quite a story.
What strikes you as most compelling about his story?
For me, it's the way his Italian-American heritage, his scientific intellect, and his undeniable artistic talent, they all just converge.
Mm.
It's this really potent blend that yielded such a distinctive voice in filmmaking.
I agree. And beyond the technical brilliance and the thematic depth, there's another layer to consider.
Oh, really? What's that?
The way De Palma's films engage with the audience,
Okay.
often pushing boundaries
Yeah.
and sparking debate.
He's definitely not afraid to provoke a reaction.
And this leads us to another fascinating aspect of his work,
Uh-huh.
one that delves into the realm of voyeurism,
Okay.
manipulation, and the nature of reality itself.
Oh, that's getting interesting.
And these themes, particularly voyeurism, often sparked controversy
Yeah.
and ignited critical discussions about the portrayal of women in his films.
That's a big topic.
It is.
So to really understand this, I think we need to define what we mean by male gaze
Okay.
in a cinematic context,
Okay.
because, it refers to the way visual media often presents the world from a masculine perspective, often objectifying women and emphasizing their appearance rather than their agency.
So this raises a significant question regarding how we interpret art,
Especially challenging art.
right? Particularly when it challenges conventions or makes us uneasy.
Yeah.
How do we reconcile the artistic merit of a film with its potentially problematic elements?
I mean, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a complex conversation.
Yeah.
And I think engaging with diverse perspectives is really essential,
Absolutely.
because we must acknowledge that a film's impact,
Yeah.
it can differ drastically.
Based on so many factors.
Exactly, based on the viewer's own experiences, their cultural background, their personal interpretations.
And De Palma's work certainly provokes such debate,
It does.
challenging our assumptions
Uh-huh.
and prompting us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and society.
It can be a bit of a mirror.
He once stated that the camera lies all the time,
Oh, really?
lies 24 times per second, reminding us to question what we see and how we construct our own realities.
That's quite a statement.
It is.
Yeah.
And in a sense, his films become cinematic experiments,
Right.
probing our perceptions, toying with our expectations, and sometimes even tapping into our deepest fears and desires.
So it's more than just passive entertainment. It's
Yeah.
like an active experience.
It is. If you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, and watch our shorts videos and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood.
So he forces us to become active participants in the viewing experience,
Right.
challenging us to decipher the layers of meaning embedded within his work.
And it's not passive entertainment.
No.
It's an invitation to engage, question, and confront the darkness
Ooh.
that lies at the heart of his stories,
Yeah.
perhaps even within ourselves.
I like that.
And that's precisely what makes De Palma such a compelling filmmaker,
I agree.
despite the controversies and the fluctuating tides of his career.
It's a roller coaster.
It is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
He's a true visionary, unafraid to shatter norms, push boundaries, and reveal the world through a lens that is simultaneously captivating and unsettling.
He makes you think.
He does. And he reminds us that cinema can be more than just entertainment. It can be a powerful tool to challenge our preconceptions, incite introspection, and ultimately make us see the world anew.
That's the power of art.
It is.
And it makes you question, are you a voyeur too by watching this film?
It does make you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really interesting.
You're constantly aware of the camera's presence, the deliberate framing, the masterful manipulation of perspective.
It's all very intentional.
It's as if De Palma is orchestrating a visual symphony, drawing you deeper and deeper into the narrative's undercurrents.
That's his style.
Yeah.
It's very distinctive.
And this heightened awareness forces us to confront our role as viewers, as observers,
Right, we're not just passively watching.
prompting us to question not just the events unfolding on screen, but also our own perception of reality.
It's very meta.
It's a brilliant yet unsettling experience.
Yeah, thought-provoking, for sure.
You can't simply sit back and passively absorb a De Palma film. He demands your attention,
He wants you to think,
your engagement,
to analyze.
your willingness to really grapple with the complexities that he presents.
He's not making it easy for us.
Not at all. And that, I believe, is at the heart of De Palma's enduring power as a filmmaker.
I'd agree.
He doesn't shy away from difficult themes. He embraces them. He dissects them and forces us to confront the darkness within his stories.
Yeah, and maybe even within ourselves.
And he masterfully blends elements of voyeurism, suspense, and psychological intrigue,
It's his signature.
creating cinematic experiences that linger in our minds long after the credits roll.
You keep thinking about them.
Yeah, you do.
They stay with you.
And consider, for instance, the iconic shower scene in Psycho,
Oh, a classic.
a film that deeply influenced De Palma. It's a
Ah.
masterclass in suspense,
It is.
achieved through meticulous camera work, editing, and sound design. And De Palma often employs similar techniques,
Okay.
creating a sense of unease and anticipation that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats.
You're on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Speaking of Psycho,
Yeah.
De Palma frequently pays homage to Hitchcock.
Of course, the master of suspense.
Are there any specific examples that come to mind?
Well, in Dressed to Kill,
Okay.
De Palma's visual style and narrative structure directly reference Hitchcock's Rear Window.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and both films explore themes of voyeurism and mistaken identity, playing with the audience's expectations and blurring the lines between reality and perception.
So it's not mere imitation,
No, it's more like a reinterpretation.
a way of paying tribute to a cinematic master while simultaneously injecting his own distinct vision.
He's putting his own spin on it.
Exactly. He takes these classic tropes and reimagines them through his own lens, infusing them with his signature blend of psychological tension, stylistic flourishes, and thematic depth.
It's still De Palma through and through.
He's a master of crafting intricate set pieces, elaborate camera movements, and sequences that are as visually stunning as they are narratively compelling.
His films are so visually striking.
They are.
Yeah.
One striking example is the extended shootout sequence in The Untouchables,
Oh, such a good scene.
inspired by the Odessa Steppe sequence in Eisenstein's battleship Potemkin.
Wow, what an inspiration.
De Palma transforms a seemingly straightforward action scene into this breathtaking ballet of violence and suspense.
In the way he uses slow motion.
The meticulously choreographed camera work, the slow motion effects, and the dramatic score
Oh, the music is so important in his films.
create a visceral cinematic experience that's both thrilling and deeply unsettling.
You feel it in your gut.
You do.
Yeah.
And the scene's impact extends beyond its technical brilliance.
Okay, how so?
It underscores the film's central themes of good versus evil, the cost of justice, and the blurred lines between morality and violence.
Those are some heavy themes.
They are, but De Palma doesn't simply showcase spectacle for its own sake.
No, there's always a deeper meaning.
He uses it to enhance the narrative, to
Mhm.
underscore thematic elements, and to elicit a visceral response from the audience.
He wants us to feel something.
Yeah, and his films are a testament to the power of visual storytelling,
Excellent.
demonstrating how meticulous camera work Innovative editing techniques and a keen understanding of cinematic language can elevate a story to new heights.
It's like he's speaking a whole other language.
He is.
Through film.
And let's not forget the music.
Oh, yeah. So important.
De Palma's collaborations with composers like Bernard Herrmann and Ennio Morricone have resulted in some of the most iconic and haunting film scores in cinematic history.
They really add another layer to the experience.
They do. The music in his films isn't merely background accompaniment.
Right. It's part of the storytelling.
It's an integral part of the storytelling, heightening the tension, underscoring emotional beats, and creating this immersive sonic landscape.
It's like you're really there.
It's true. Think of the pulsating, anxiety-inducing score of Blowout or the operatic grandeur of Scarface.
Oh, yeah. So memorable.
These scores linger in your mind long after the film ends, becoming inseparable from the overall cinematic experience.
They're just as important as the visuals.
De Palma's mastery of sound and image, combined with his willingness to explore complex themes and push narrative boundaries, has really cemented his status as one of the most influential filmmakers of our time.
I think that's undeniable.
If you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, and watch our shorts, videos, and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood.
And we can't overlook his contribution to the thriller genre. I mean, he really revitalized and redefined it.
He did.
Injecting it with psychological depth, stylistic innovation, and a touch of operatic flair.
He took the classic elements of suspense, the twists, the turns, the moments of heightened tension,
Yeah, what we love about thrillers.
and woven them into these intricate narratives that challenge our perceptions and leave us questioning what we've seen.
He keeps us guessing.
Yeah, and his films aren't merely designed to thrill, they're designed to provoke, to engage,
Thanks.
to leave a lasting impression on the viewer.
He wants to stay with you.
And they certainly do. And while some of his later work may not have achieved the same commercial success
Right.
as his earlier films,
Some were more niche.
they still possess that undeniable De Palma touch, that unique blend of visual mastery, thematic complexity, and a willingness to explore the darker recesses of the human psyche.
He never lost his edge.
Femme Fatale comes to mind. A film that, while initially met with mixed reviews, has since garnered a cult following and is now considered one of his most underrated works.
I've heard of that one.
It's a stylish, labyrinthine neo-noir that plays with themes of deception, identity, and the seductive allure of danger.
Sounds very De Palma.
It is. And it showcases De Palma's love of intricate plotting, his ability to create moments of genuine surprise, and his penchant for subverting audience expectations.
Yeah, he loves to keep you on your toes.
Even in his later work, he never lost his edge, his willingness to push boundaries and challenge cinematic conventions.
He stayed true to himself.
He did. He remained a true auteur throughout his career, a director with a distinct vision and a unique voice.
You always know you're watching a De Palma film.
His films are instantly recognizable, bearing his signature style, his thematic preoccupations, and his relentless pursuit of cinematic excellence.
He's a perfectionist.
And his impact on cinema is undeniable.
It is.
He's inspired countless filmmakers, influenced the visual language of contemporary thrillers, and left an indelible mark on the landscape of modern cinema.
A true icon.
He is.
Yeah.
And his legacy extends beyond individual films.
In what way?
He's a reminder that cinema can be a powerful art form,
More than just entertainment.
capable of exploring profound themes, challenging societal norms, and provoking meaningful conversations.
It can change the world.
He's a testament to the power of creative vision, the importance of artistic integrity, and the enduring impact of a truly innovative and uncompromising filmmaker.
And his story, much like his films, is a testament to the enduring influence of Italian Americans in shaping the world of cinema.
He's given us so much.
Kira.
Those early independent films
Yeah.
to his big-budget Hollywood productions. I mean, De Palma has consistently pushed the boundaries of cinema,
Definitely not afraid to take risks.
exploring these complex themes and experimenting with innovative techniques. I mean, his work is a testament to his artistic vision
And to his passion.
and his unwavering commitment to his craft.
He's a true artist.
He's never been afraid to court controversy either,
Oh, no, not at all.
to challenge audience expectations or to delve into the darker aspects of human nature.
He's fearless.
And his films, they often spark debate and ignite critical discussion.
There's always something to talk about.
Right, they force us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world around us.
They hold up a mirror to society.
And let's not forget his profound influence on the thriller genre.
Oh, yeah, he revolutionized it.
He took a genre known for its suspense and intrigue and infused it with psychological depth, stylistic flair, and a touch of operatic grandeur.
He elevated it
He transformed the way thrillers were made and perceived,
and paved the way for a new generation of filmmakers.
who were inspired by his bold vision and his mastery of cinematic language.
They're following in his footsteps.
Think of the countless films and television shows
Oh yeah, there are so many.
that have borrowed from De Palma's visual style. His use of split-screen slow motion and voyeuristic camera angles.
It's become a staple.
I mean, his influence is pervasive.
And undeniable.
It's a testament to his lasting impact on the art of filmmaking.
He really changed the game.
He's shown us that thrillers can be more than just popcorn entertainment.
Right. They can be so much more.
They can be works of art capable of exploring profound themes and challenging our perceptions of reality.
They make you think.
If you're enjoying this, please like, subscribe, and watch our shorts, videos, and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood.
His legacy extends beyond individual films or even the thriller genre. I mean, he's a reminder that cinema can be a powerful force.
A force for change.
A tool for social commentary.
A mirror reflecting the complexities of the human condition.
It can be all of those things.
He encourages us to question what we see, to look beyond the surface, and to engage with the world in a more critical and thoughtful way.
To be more aware.
De Palma's journey has been anything but ordinary.
He's one of a kind.
From his early days as a science whiz,
Yeah, that's crazy.
to his rise as a cinematic icon,
Quite a transformation.
he's consistently defied expectations, carved his own path, and left an indelible mark on the world of film.
He did it his way.
And in doing so, he cemented his place not only as a master of suspense, but also as a true visionary.
An auteur.
A cinematic auteur whose work continues to captivate, challenge, and inspire audiences worldwide.
A legend.
So whether you're a seasoned cinephile or just starting to explore the world of film, I urge you to delve into the captivating filmography of Brian De Palma.
You won't be disappointed.
You're in for a thrilling, thought-provoking, and unforgettable cinematic experience.
Absolutely.
And as always, we want to hear from you, so leave us a comment below and tell us which De Palma film resonates with you the most and why.
Please subscribe, like, and turn on your notifications.
We'll see you next time for another fascinating look at the remarkable Italian Americans who shaped the world of cinema.